Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Well, who knows for how long? It's quite a challenge, this. You got no idea how much this puts a bit of a dent in your day, really. It's all, could be going better, couldn't it? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have a horrible feeling someone may have, like, dug through a power line or something. God knows what's happening, but, all I know is it's not very nice when it all goes dark. Well, not as in dark, but as in blackout. TVs and everything gone. I can't even. I'm desperately trying to charge my phone. I didn't realise it was dead. It's let me just double check that is actually. Yeah, it is. It's charging 1%. Right. What are we doing? Oh yeah, and hang on. Did we bring the wrench? I didn't bring any repair kits, but to be honest, we tend to do that on the way back anyway, don't we? We'll see if we can figure the way out of that one. I still do not understand how you're supposed to get out of that. In fact, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go and have a little look upstairs? Because in theory... Oh, no. It doesn't work like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't get my head around that. Let's drop the axe into there. It's probably makes a bit more sense. Yeah, it's concrete, which is the concrete roof from down below, isn't it? I'm not sure about this one. It seems to be the only POI that I've found where I can't seem to find the natural way out. But, I'll tell you what I did do, because apparently the landline works when the power's out. I didn't know that. Now, I don't know whether that's because that's on that side of the house, and I didn't check. But I tell you what I have done is I have just contacted Virgin Media as well. And, I've just had a very brief chat with a lady who hopefully is just going to run some tests on the line. And she did say, and this is interesting, because I had one of these like weird kind of test routers. So I did ask if it would be possible to get one of like the standard, I think Virgin run on the USB 3 hub, don't they? So I did ask if it would be possible if she could actually send me one of those, so that I can run some tests on that with all the issues we were having with Twitch. I thought it would be a good time to test it, even though I know, obviously, like as I said, my friend's been having the same issues. But it doesn't hurt to have a backup router in the house. So I guess that's a job done that I've not been able to do. Because every time... We got a sound. Oh, yeah. Every time that... I would be ringing them. It's kind of like prime time for Virgin. So it's like you're stuck in like a 20-minute queue, aren't you? So at least I've got that done. So we've been semi-productive. Semi-productive. You're dead. He's dead, Jim. You're right, Dayhawk. How are you, mate? Oh, it's not the internet. It's the full power outage, mate. The thing is, I don't like it when it does that, because the problem is everything just like instantly turns off, doesn't it, as well? So part of the problem you've got is... And any potential issues with your PCs tend not to like being just turned off. Although I have to say, Windows 10 seems to be pretty robust, actually. You can't, mate. No, that's solid iron, mate. Yeah, we've tried it. That iron, we'll test it when we get there. But that is like rock solid, dude. And like I said, normally you don't even need to break anything anyway. So that still doesn't make sense to me. But we'll check it. We will double check it. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something done. I should imagine we'll probably have another outage any minute now. Must be up to something, mustn't they? Apparently one of the houses down the road, they sold a big plot of land and turned it into like a double house. So, although the girlfriend hadn't actually, conveniently told me about that, they did say that there may be some power interruptions. But that's going back. That's like 2 weeks ago, so it's not going to be anything to do with that. So I can only think that there actually is a local issue. Not sure. Oh Jesus, that ain't good. And that isn't irradiated in there, isn't it? We're about to wake up, of course. Or maybe it was just the acid spit, actually. It might have just been the particle effect off the acid. You're right, Jan. You've got the same internet you had before your 2-year sabbatical. Not a pip asked why I'm not online. Well, how would they if you weren't online, dude? If you're not online, how are they supposed to get in touch with you, bro? What's the advantage of the burning axe? So, 2 things, Elegon. 1, as with any mod, it's a flat damage increase. So, if I very quickly show you that. So, it's the burning shaft mod. So, obviously, if I take that out and put it back on, you'll see that I do extra damage. Secondly, it does actually act as a light source, which is quite handy. So, always good to have that, especially if you're a melee player. And on top of that, it also does have a chance to ignite zombies and give them, obviously, a burning damage over time. So, it's pretty handy, to be honest. It's definitely worth one, or one worth having. Definitely no reason not to. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Well, that's really weird. It switched out from my bow to that like really quickly for some reason. You're right, Conrad. How are you? You're at work, slaving away, are you? Let me just bring back my little ticker, which is probably completely broken there. I think while we were away, Knife Juggler and Krezik, who I don't think I've had a chance to say. Krezik, thank you for the Prime and the 4. Knife Juggler, thank you very much for the resub, mate. That's all it says. It just says Knife Juggler has subscribed. I've got nothing else to go on. I guess with all the disconnects. Miss Jamie Tigress, thank you for the host. And Hengist, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Knife. Top banana. Oh, Jesus balls. Oh my God, that's balls out of me. What a knobber. I think you can put shotgun shells into them pretty much all day. If it's not in the head, isn't it? Unless you've got a particularly pimped out one. Wentex added bits and they didn't show. No. Nothing here, mate. Can't see anything. No, nothing my end, mate. So now I'm not sure if I'm being trolled. You're right, Alison. You're right, Pixie. You've never had a power outage as I get a 1-day warning from the power company. I get a warning even if I'm not affected by whatever cable. Yeah, well, you get a warning even if I'm not affected by whatever cable they dig up. So how is that possible? How can they possibly forewarn you of accidentally digging up a cable? That makes no sense to me either, yeah. You had a blow on the head, mate. Where are we going? Presumably down into the basement, aren't we? Yeah, I can hear ghouly monsters. I can hear the ghouly monsters. I just went while I was on the phone. I tried to check out, as in the first disconnect. I tried to see about any issues in my Oculus. That Oculus, I'll tell you what, mate. I don't know whether I need to opt in or back out of the beta, to be honest, but it still has horrendous connection issues, you know. It's not quite as robust the way I've got it set up as I was kind of hoping. I really need to figure that out. Keep getting that display adapter warning coming up, which apparently is really common, but no one seems to actually have a solution for it. It seems to be quite common with people with 1080 Ti's as well. So it might be indicative that there actually is a dodgy DisplayPort adapter on the 1080 Ti, which will be pretty heartbreaking if that's the case. But I'm going to keep digging into it. There's definitely something going on with it. And it also seems to have some issues with the old USB-C as well, doesn't it, for some reason? Oh, hello, me darlings. No problem, mate. No problem, geezer. Look at that. Cool, calm, collected. Just the way we like it. Yeah, thank you for the resub, Knife. All it says is that you've subbed, unfortunately, because obviously everything was down when you did it, I think, mate. But thank you very, very much, bro. How is everything, mate? No, it's not showing. Thank you very much, Wentex, but I can't see it, so I don't know, dude. I've got no way of knowing. This is nothing here. I've got Haralander, his 100 and his 45. Then I've got Kresit with a prime, Miss Jamie Tigress with a host, Knife with the sub, and Hengist with a follow. So I do apologise, Wentex. Thank you, though, dude. Thank you. What's this auto text messages? Yeah, I don't think that's possible, mate. You don't get told via text message when the power goes down, dude. If it happens, you know it happens. They can't possibly forewarn you, can they? They can't possibly text out, we've got a problem, before the bloke who just went through the fucking power line fucking did it, can they? I really don't know what you're trying to say there, mate. I'm sure, as we've just discovered, if the power's out, I can find out what's happening by ringing them up, which, to be honest, it makes sense. I actually thought phones needed... Maybe I've just never thought about it. I always thought phones actually did need some sort of power, but I suppose... I think about an old phone I used to have. It used to just go straight into the BT socket in the wall, didn't it? I'm trying to think how my phone is even connected in this house. Because we've got, like, wireless phones. So, obviously, I always kind of thought if the docking... Well, I suppose... because the docking station's not working so on the wireless, is it? Which is why I had to plug the bloody thing in. That makes sense, actually. So the wireless connection wouldn't have been working. That actually explains why there's a little loop cord on the bottom of the handset, so you can plug it in direct... So you don't need power, but you'd need power for the Wi-Fi, wouldn't you? I never thought about that. I always wondered why there was a little coil thing, because it's like you get like the partial handsets, don't you? So like the little Wi-Fi, I guess the receiver units, and then you have the main one, don't you? So you can actually plug that directly into the... So I guess a BT phone line, although I guess I'm not technically on BT, although I guess Virgin Media probably pay for that somehow. You don't actually need power to a phone. So that means that BT line must be partially powered then, right? I don't think I ever thought about that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Trying to think, because I have a feeling. I think BT wanted something like £90 to install, or to... No, that was it. They wanted 90 quid, right, to reconnect. And the reconnect, it was physically already there. But because obviously whoever was here before had obviously long gone down the route of not having that, they must have completely disconnected the BT. Because they wanted £90 to basically flick a switch somewhere. So I do remember Virgin doing a deal with us on that. But it must still be the BT phone socket, right? I'm going to look into that later. That's got me proper puzzled now about phones. But it does at least explain why there's a coil built into the bottom of the main unit. Add it down here. Looks like it, doesn't it? I tell you what, Virgin have got some fantastic music. Some fantastic music. It sounded a little bit like old Timberlake at one point. I don't know who it wasn't Timberlake, but I tell you what, it was a bloody catchy tune, mate. Very catchy tune. BT lines actually run at 50 volts. Do they really? I didn't know that, mate. I actually had no idea. Now I come to think about it, it does kind of make sense, because, I mean, we have been able to use the phone when we had to have all the power cut off, and the girlfriend used to use the phone. So I kind of knew that there must be power to it, but I don't think I'd actually clicked, if that makes sense. I bet that ruins your VR porn fun. I don't understand VR porns are. I don't get it. I don't understand how it's supposed to work. I need to investigate it more, dude. I need someone to talk me through it. I'm sure Mojo can figure it out. You can't like just go to like Pornhub and look at like VR porn and then get it to miraculously play. Apparently, I've not actually had a chance to test it, but I can assure you I will. You actually need like a player, so some sort of like VR player to play it in. I think. So it's not quite as simple as one would think. That or I'm really overthinking it. So I've not got that far yet, mate. I've not got that far. Or has he? Pixies sit there go, I remember that stream, Grum. Check him out. That's fucking awesome. Check him out, look. Ah, you little knobber. Oh, that's madness. Oh, hang on. Is this a clear? Oh, it is a clear. We better go back down, actually, in case there's some more of them. Come at me, bro. So BT phone lines are all 50 volts. Wow. That's cool days, dude. Thank you for sharing that. I would not have... I mean, like I said, I guess I must have known there was a power involved there. But I certainly wouldn't have guessed that... Oh, Jesus, 50 volts. That's way more than I would have thought. But, I suppose when you think about it, if I remember, like, before Virgin, I would have just had a BT phone back in the day. And that wasn't connected to anything. Obviously, if you're using wireless units, then of course it's connected. But, yeah. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? You got to power those little speakers and things somehow, ain't you? Whoa. Well, we'll come back for that then. Used to be a telephone engineer for a company, basically a BT engineer. Trust me, installing a copper ADSL line and accidentally getting a shock is not pleasant. So it's like you said, yeah. Yeah. I think we have to get up and around, don't we? I've woken up way too many. Why are we even in here? We're trying to get electrical parts, aren't we? So what we'll do is we'll get through it. We won't bother looting anything. We'll get it cleared. We'll see if Esme can help us get out of that bit at the top. But I still don't understand. Oh, hang on, we've got a knobber over there. Look. Every time you jump over here, it's all hell breaks loose, doesn't it? Back down, I think. On form today, mate. On form today. No problemo. None of that. I'll tell you what, I was so bad yesterday. So bad. Goes to show when you're feeling a bit icky how it affects you, doesn't it? Honestly, I was in so much pain yesterday on the stream. So achy. I'm the same today, but I just feel better, you know. Whereas yesterday I was really struggling with it. I still feel all the aches and things, but I don't actually feel totally crap. I think this is the way out of this door. Every single time I do this POI, every single time we always get attacked through this door. So that's the way out. Every time it's exactly the same scenario. So there must be a drop somewhere, a spawn when you get to a certain point that triggers an attack on that door. And it's just a way to have a bit of a scary end to it all, isn't it? Because this stuff is like freaking rock solid, man. Look at it. It's like, there ain't no way you're getting through that anytime soon, is there? How's this look? Sounds like quite a lot of Z's actually, doesn't it? Oh, I think Timmy just triggered us one clip through there. Whoa. That's quite cool, actually. We'll be fine. Don't you worry. We'll be absolutely fine. Get ready, Timmy. Get ready, Timmy. Oh my god. Lovely jubbly, the old mucker. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, there must be a spawn trigger when you go into that room. There just must be. Every single time, the same scenario. And that's actually quite cool. That's a pretty sexy way of doing that. Right, let's go and get the Jeep, and then we're going to wrench the absolute living bejesus out of this thing. Well, I do apologise for the disruption today. That's we've had some issues with obviously the internet ingest servers. We've had some issues with power. I mean, what else is going to throw a spanner in the works? Reef is proper solid, full blown reinforced concrete. I think, yeah. Honky honky. Right, let's drop in all of these. Okay. Yeah, well, I suppose at least with the downtime I've achieved one thing. So at least we'll have another router inbound, which, like I said, is something I've been meaning to do for ages, because I know Virgin are currently upgrading like loads of the lines in the UK, aren't they? And I do seem to remember being told that the current router would not be compatible with that. I think they're using the USB 3, they call it. Or, no, Super Hub 3, sorry, isn't it? I think they call it. I know that's what all my friends have got, so... He said it could take up to 72 hours to be delivered, which, I suppose that's not bad, is it? Let's just drop the wrench down. Oh! Jesus balls. What the hell, dude? And so if we go wrench and fire rack, so we can get the brass as well. Right, let's go back through and get all our goodies. Loads of loot. God, I think there were a few ammo stashes. Might have been steel ingots at the end. I'm not sure if it was steel or iron, but we'll get it all. Oh, I didn't get the supplies. Oh, Zah! God damn it. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? What a knob. What a knob. I think that's the first time I've done that in Alpha 18, actually. What a total testicle. Well, we only came for electrical parts. Oh, shit, actually, that's what we came for. Not brass, innit? We're supposed to be wrenching all the light fittings out. Shit, let's go back. We needed, I think we only had 13 electrical parts, didn't we? And we need quite a lot for... I wonder if the TVs give us any. Yeah, we need quite a lot for the powered... I think we got some powered doors. We've got the generator up and running, haven't we? Let's just go back upstairs, make sure we've got all the light fittings. You alright, Chaos? How you doing, bro? How's things? Grab that as well. Light fittings. How many we got so far? 12. I think we only needed a couple, but I think for every quest we do from now on, we make sure we get all the brass from the doors, all the brass from the radiators, and get all the electric fittings. Because if we're going to embark on electric fences and stuff, it's all going to start adding up, isn't it? No, I'm not on a meter or anything. It's just a huge power cut, mate. You sort of know when it's not just you, don't you? Because you can hear like all these security alarms going off everywhere. And... yeah, it's I don't know what's going on, mate. I say we were told that there may be some disruption. The girlfriend had forgotten to mention it to me. It was about, but it was like over 2 weeks ago. They were having to do something with a house that's someone sold a plot of land. Well, I don't think they sold it. I think they got planning permission to build another property on the same plot of land. So I guess at some point they had to splice in. But I mean, that don't ring right with me anyway. I'm sure that's happened many times in and around places that I've lived, and I don't remember actually having any disruptants to service, if you like. I mean, obviously, maybe if you're next door, perhaps, or something like that. But I don't know. Whatever it is, it's back on for the time being, mate. And the appliances were really good, actually, weren't they? I should really loot them first. But... I was just saying though, Chaos, I've managed to get in touch with Virgin, because I think at this time of day you've got half a chance of getting through to them, haven't you? I think after like 4 o'clock the phone lines must go crazy, dude. So I've preempted the upgrade on the line with getting another router sent through. So you know, look on the bright side always if you can, right? It's a little job I've just not had a chance to do. I think the last time I rang them, I was actually on the phone for something like 15 plus minutes and still no sign of getting through to anyone. So I just put the phone down, mate. I just ain't got that sort of time to burn. You know what I mean? So I suppose I've got some good out of it at least. Anybody heard of a film called Rattlesnake, by the way? A girlfriend fancies watching it. It's a Netflix one, and that's all I can tell you. Rattlesnake. Looks like something to do with a lady and her daughter. Has anyone seen it? What the hell was that then? That looked really strange. What I didn't know what that was. Oh, nice. That is a nice bit of 9mm. Won't say no to the goodies there. Done all the light fittings. I can't help but feel I'm missing light fittings as we move around. Let's carry. Oh, I just saw one. Oh, you do get light fittings out of it. Not going to bother with that door, I don't think. That's back outside. That's just a closet. That's a little kitchen area. Where? Oh, what about that? Be careful because it's getting a bit late now, isn't it? So where would the natural flow of this POI have taken us next? Where would we actually have gone? Am I missing a little? Do you not go downstairs? Must be down there, right? I got lost then for a minute. Oh, it needs repair. Oh, for goodness sake. Goodness sakes! I can't believe I failed the quest, man. That's my first failed. Oh no, second failed quest actually. Second failed quest. I think I did do it at the start because they're in the log, aren't they? So I have offed one before, very early on. And I think we learnt our lesson, didn't we? Clearly not particularly well though. Let's carry on. Where do we come out? There, wasn't it? So straight back down the apples and pears. Yeah, 1 to 2 hours would be pretty scary in the middle of the night. Although I guess in the middle of the night, would you even know? I suppose I wouldn't actually. Well, I'd know because the security alarm would start bleeping when it goes onto battery power, I guess. But it's horrible. It's like a really weird feeling, and it's the speed with which it all disconnects as well. It's just like flip, gone. I thought it was Twitch. I honestly thought it was just Twitch to start with. I thought, oh no, I've been disconnected. I thought, more problems. And then obviously as I'm thinking that, it's you sort of see everything shut down, don't you? No, that's the way. In Neocasses, you go back around there. You start on the top floor, go around, and then the underground takes you through to the other side. That's where this will take me. Yeah, Fringe was the one that I tried, but I just don't think it's for me, dude. I found Fringe a little bit strange. Same with that one with the brothers, Supernatural. A lot of people love Supernatural, don't they? I don't know what it is about that one. I might give that another go because a lot of people speak very highly of Supernatural. But again, been there, watched a few, just fizzled out for me. Can't put my finger on what it was. Wasn't anything blatantly obvious, I don't think. Yeah, you're getting all confused, TM. You're looking at Mojo's viewing history. What's that? Fringe, Pixie or... Now, the washing machines are mainly mechanical parts. I don't really need those. I think we did get an electrical part, but not a really particularly good bang for buck. I'll tell you what we could do. I mean, we could get the beds for the springs. Might do that. I think you get a lot of springs from the cars though now, don't you? Yeah, we're about to carry on watching. Trying to think what it was. Oh, cheers, nice one. Living with Yourself with Paul Rudd, which looks quite good fun. Rattlesnake's a film that she fancies watching, and I can't think what else. There's another couple of films that look quite good. Netflix is having a reasonably good run of it at the minute. I tried to I tried to tune into a bit of that Zombie on ITV2, and you have to set up an account. So I went to set up an account, and literally every time I went to do it, I even tried like different usernames, different but eligible email accounts. And it just kept saying there is a problem at this time. Please please try again later. So I just thought, well, fuck you then. Like constantly saying the same thing. I tried it on my phone. I tried it on my tablet. Just nothing would let me. Well, the service which would not let me sign up. Did we loot? I think we looted most of this, didn't we? These are actually. I need to start getting these because these are. These are really good for the polymer, which I need to move into. What is it? The steel arrows, isn't it? If I remember correctly. I thought I'd got about 1,000 plus of them, but oh, these would be really nice. These should have a radiator in them, shouldn't they? That's 3 rads potentially. Lovely job. This is actually a really nice POI to loot for electrics and brass, isn't it? Crazy amount of loot. Anybody know when this Star Wars game comes out, by the way? Is it Fallen Jedi or whatever it's called? It's got to be pretty soon. I mean, we're a stone's throw away from November. Here's Z's trying to get in somewhere. Dear. Oh dear. Gotta be careful because we actually have essentially got an access route at the top, haven't we? It's like breached the vault door, right?
Monday bits.
Ooh, Piranha. Thank you very much for the biddies, my friend. Thank you very much indeed, sir. And thank you, Wentex, as well. Obviously, we've not been able to see them, or I haven't been able to see them, but thank you very much, my friend. And thank you to Pixie for putting it out as well. Double tap, mate. Double tap. Ooh, little light fittings. Just no, bro. Just no, sir. Alright. What else have we got down here? Loads more fittings. Yeah, sorry I didn't see that. Thanks. Thank you very much, sir. Is it December? I don't know what Star Wars games have been out the last few years, to be honest. Yeah, can't think of any Star Wars games. What Star Wars games have there been in the last few years, yeah? You got me intrigued now. What have we had? That last Star Wars game I could remember was Star Wars Battlefront, wasn't it? Was just watching glorious videos of the orange Cheeto in Chief getting booed at a baseball game. What's he done now? when does he essentially go up for re-election? how long has he been in office, and how long before he has to go through the vote again? Is that anytime soon? Piranha, thank you for the 100. Paprika, thank you for the biddies, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think there's been any Star Wars games, Jan. I really don't think there's been any Star Wars games. The only Star Wars games, Star Wars Battlefront. Not until November. So basically, you've got another year of Mr. Trump. Wow. What are the chat? I mean, what will he get in again? Like, legit question. All I ever hear is about hate of Donald Trump. Hate. And then sometimes I'll look at a tweet and think, I kind of understand why. But there is no doubt he has got a lot of fans, man. For every like anti-negative Trump sort of comment on Twitter, and I know Twitter is not exactly the greatest gauge of political influence in the world, but I'll tell you what, he's got some bloody staunch supporters as well, hasn't he? Now, like I said, I don't know how that works over there, and you know what you can read into with Twitter, but I mean, if you were an Englishman and you just kind of heard of the general hullabaloo about Mr. Trump, you'd say there's no way he's getting in again. I have a horrible feeling for those of you that don't like him. There's a very good chance he probably will get re-elected, right? I don't know. It seems. I think people are still reeling from the fact he got in the first place, right? Isn't there like supposed to be some underhand investigation of I don't know, influence from external countries or something? Isn't Russia involved? Didn't Russia basically get Trump into power? I've got no idea. No idea. I don't know how or what the hell's going on over there, but it makes me chuckle because whereas you've got Donald Trump, we've just got no one. We just haven't got anybody in power. I don't know who the hell's leading this country. And quite honestly, that's because I don't think anybody is leading this country right now. It's just sort of existing from day to day, quite frankly. You sent me a... Oh, my phone's actually ringing today, look. You sent me... Oh, cheers, Big Guy. Oh, thank you, I'll see if I get a chance to sort it out later. I'll let you know, mate. I'll probably do it when you're around, just in case you have to, like, verify anything, dude. So I don't want to interrupt your valuable time, mate. Thanks for that, Big Guy. Thank you. I hope not. However, the Democrats can't decide on a good candidate. Oh, so we don't even know who the lead opposition would be, really. He will win again. None of the Democrats are viable. There you go. And if he wins again, the wife and I are moving to Canada. So a lot of the hardcore fans are actually turning on him. They voted for him to get rid of Obamacare, not realising it was the Affordable Care Act. And now they are losing their healthcare and getting no cover, so they are angry. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. What's gerrymandering? Gerrymandering is a huge influence to go with a strange voting system of electoral colleges. Okay. So basically we're saying there's extreme... Unless something changes in the next 12 months, the writing is on the wall for him to... And what's a presidential term over there? I always forget this. Is it 3 years? And how many times can they be re-elected as well? Because is it 3 terms of 3 or is it 3 terms of 4 or something like that? I can't remember. Does it not just put them just over like a... Oh, is it only twice? Oh, twice at 4 years. Oh, right. So a maximum term of 8 years in twice 4 years. Wow. Wow. Jesus. So I suppose to him, he's just having a fucking laugh, isn't he? You've only got to be in there, like, you know, fuck about, you know, find out all the secrets of Area 51. Get out of there after 8 years. I mean, 8 years, you're set for life, really. You write a book, you know, sit back. It's all right, isn't it? Not bad, mate. Not bad. Maybe I should. Maybe we should run for president, Wentex. You don't think the country will actually survive another term? Is it that bad? I mean, day to day. Here's a question, right? We don't often talk politics, but I think as long as we don't start getting into rows about it, you know, I'm sure we can safely discuss it. We're a pretty mature community, aren't we? But for your average American, right? So for those of you that, you know, I mean, I don't know what the average American defines. I guess in the UK for a man in a family unit, he's got a house, he's got a car, he goes to work every morning, he's got a wife who does the same, couple of kids kicking about, whatever. Got a dog running around in the garden. What's been the impact with Trump in power? What was the actual day-to-day impact? You know, have taxes gone sky high? You know, fuel prices gone crazy? Unemployment through the roof? I mean, what's the actual... What's the actual impact? Your democracy is already crumbling. He will declare war with Iran 1 month before, so the election won't happen. I will put one on it. Then he can stay in power. What, so you can't have an election if the country is officially at war with another nation? Is that what you're sort of suggesting? Wow, shit. Has everyone heard from me Victor in the last few weeks? I haven't actually. No, I did try to drop him a message, and I got the same things I did with Blind. So, but I'll keep trying because to be fair, I was on my phone, and my phone is never reliable with DMing. To be honest, mate. I know we were talking about it the other stream, weren't we, Pixie? Because he had all the issues with his father and his own ill health, and then obviously all the issues with the pigs on the farm as well as everything else. He was not having a good time of it, was he, mate? I tend not to try and poke too much, you know, because people like to, you know, be left alone at times, don't they? But yeah, I think sometimes when I haven't heard from somebody for a little while, it's always nice just to drop them a message of support, if nothing else, right? And Samuel, how to steal an election? Gerrymandering. Let me bring this up, Elegon. Wow, that is a URL. Jesus Christ, look at that. Okay, I will leave that open and have a look at that. Oh, what's happening? It's all changing colour, Elegon. What's going on here? Let me put that one in the background. Nothing changed as usual. He's a politician. I guess all governments are slow to change, though, right? Yeah. And that's the problem, is it? So sometimes the damage that doesn't actually sort of manifest itself into the next era, you know, the next candidate's kind of term, and it all starts getting really wishy-washy then, doesn't it? You never know. I don't even know what's happening. In theory, is it not in a couple of days we find out what's going on with the Brexit sort of fiasco and debacle? It's all about to rear its head again, and you know, all the flames of war will be manifesting themselves, and then 24 hours after that, it'll all be forgotten because nothing will happen again. It's the whole thing's become a complete farce, quite frankly. So the president can't actually declare war. That power lies with Congress. All right, so he won't be able to do that then. I suppose it depends on how much control a president has over Congress, right? I don't know how that all works. How buddy old school old boys like it is in the bloody UK, mate. They all kind of seem to stick together over here, don't they? Oh, it's been delayed again until January the 31st. You're taking the fucking piss. For real? Is that straight up legit? The 31st of October deadline has been delayed now until January the 1st. You are taking the piss, dude. This is absolutely... What an absolute, utter, total shambles. What an absolute farce. What an utter joke. Pathetic. Oh my God. Unemployment decreased. He's brought in the Medicare funds. What's Medicare? Is that what exactly is that? So he's actually decreased taxes. His communication style is severely disturbed. Yeah, that's excuse me, that's what I was saying earlier, Trey. You know, I'm not here to say whether or not he's a good president or a bad president. I couldn't even tell you the same things about the politicians in this country. I ain't got a clue about half of them. Don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Just seem to make shit up. But you know, I have to say the only conclusion I can come up with regards Donald Trump is his Twitter account, dude. And I know, you know, I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to, you know, say whether it's good or bad or anything like that. But my God, that Twitter account is bonkers, dude. I've said this before, right, and I'll say it again. Honest to God, straight up legit, when I went to Donald Trump's official Twitter account the first time, I laughed. I went down the timeline. I thought, oh, this is actually quite a good troll. Weird things, the way sentences were structured, spelling errors, grammatical errors, the extremely strong opinion, and none of it sounded like the leader of the third world. You know, I always thought, you know, if this dude's going to put anything out on Twitter, you know, it's going to go through like 5 chains of PR gurus, you know, going over it with a fine tooth comb. You know, just changing one word here completely changes, you know, the general sentiment of, you know, the sentence. And I read it, it sounded like the sort of thing that some bloke would type on the fucking lav, mate. You know, he's scratching his balls having a crap in the morning, and he's just tweeting out a bit of bollocks. And I think that's actually what it is. I don't know whether I like that or I dislike it. It's like me imagining like one of our politics. It's like making the Queen tweeting about Marmite or something. You know, it's not the done thing, is it? I don't know. I don't know whether it's it keeps him in touch with the average American, because it's not kind of, you know, it's raw, isn't it? It's raw and unedited, or at least that's what it seems to be. Pissed myself with some of the tweets. Absolutely pissed myself. So I can't, you know, Jesus Christ, in this kind of politically charged, politically correct society we live in, and here we've got the leader of the free world just like fucking just so fuck you. I've got to say, mate, I fucking like that. I stated some fucking brass balls. Say it as it fucking is, right? Now I don't know if he's saying lies, but you know, at least it's not namby pamby and sitting about in the middle of the fucking fence. He's like, oh, fuck you, dude. Don't like you. You're a wanker. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know whether I find it endearing or extremely fucking scary, quite frankly. At least, I suppose, at least, and this is the one thing I'll say, at least, and whatever you say about it, at least he's got a fucking opinion, right? All that bunch of assholes in the UK, they don't know what they're talking about. They just make it up. They're in it for careers. They're just for the career. You know, in, out, make a shitload of money, sit around in your little special, all the boys alone clubs and all the rest of it. It's all very insular, you know, Eton, Cambridge, Oxford, all that kind of bollocks. And, you know, they're just career politicians, and they'll say whatever they need to say. They haven't really got an opinion. They'll flip-flop, never answer a question, never be direct, you know, always very careful about what they say on social media. Fuck it. Back time we had someone in power in the UK that actually just fucking said it. Don't beat around the bush, just fucking say it, mate. Oh, dear me. That's right, only his personal account, which he's not supposed to have. I tell you what, again, you know, I found it really surprising when text. Like I said, I was really surprised by that, because a lot of it comes across as quite personal attacks. I'm guessing other politicians. And I was actually pretty amazed that he's even allowed legally to do that while he's in office. I mean, I don't know. You know, I'm not a political man. I don't know the ins and outs of how it all works. But like I said, it never ceases to amaze me the shit I read on there. I'll say that. Yeah, you don't pull no punches, do you? Strange gentleman. Very strange gentleman. Right, here we go. That's actually, it's tight, but it works. We definitely need to make this taller. We said that from day one. We want to make that 5 at least, don't we? I don't think I'll dig it out while we've got the Grummobile actually parked in here, though. I think we're right. Because actually, I just suddenly thought, can I turn this thing around?
Impeachment bitties.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about all that. Didn't they? Yeah, well, I've heard about it. Oh, hang on. Actually, what am I doing here? I'm not turning the wheels. Why am I? It's any easier that way. Not the easiest, is it? We can get in and out. I did make a bit of an arse of that, to be fair. I think with the ceiling 5 height will be a lot easier, but possibly even take it higher. But there you go. There's the Grummobile in the back cave, mate. What about that? Look at that! What a beauty, mate! What a beauty! Lovely jubbly. I'm sorry, but you didn't do good when you look at the numbers. You rode on a great economy you inherited, and even with those numbers are flattening and getting worse. All right. Let's have a click. I'll have a look at that as well. Elegon, cheers for that, dude. I have to say, I always did enjoy the cool side of Obama. I watched lots of YouTube videos where they kind of have a summary of all the watching him dance. I don't know if I've ever seen a president dance, but more importantly, a president dancing who'd actually got a bit of fucking rhythm. He actually looked pretty cool. I can't imagine old Boris Johnson looking good on the dance floor, you know what I'm saying? Oh dear. Hey, it wasn't that bad, Kanamechi. It wasn't that bad, mate. Is it doing damage to the bottom ramp? Let's have a look, mate. Not according to that, no. What do you mean as in when we come up and down? Can you hear a scrape? I don't think it is. Oh, let's have a look. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fuck you, Czar. No, I don't think it is, dude. Oh, god damn it. There's always one in chat, isn't there, trying to catch me out. What a knob. Right, pop those back in there. Right, let's go and get this thing unloaded, and then we've got our, which way is it? It's that one.
Your part is required. You've been a most magnanimous host.
Thank you for the bits,
And you've
Wentex.
waited too
Thank you
long
for the
for this
bits, mate.
moment.
Thank you. Thank you for the impeachment bitties, bro. The impeachment bitties. Right, we'll leave that, we'll leave that. We will not leave that. Oh, we'll leave those because they can be sold at the trader. And then everything else can come out pretty much, can't it? Oh, yucca seed. We'll probably bin that. Don't think we need that, do we? Nice little run there, actually. Got some mods. Got a little bit. Was it? Oh, it was. That's a shame. I thought it was steel, actually. Right, here we go. My laugh schedule rabbit away. Oh. Come here, little bunny. Grumble's hungry. That'll fucking scare it.
More
Fucking
bitties
scared me.
CUS, why not? Politics sucks.
Cheers, Wentex. Thank you for the biddies. Woohoo! All the biddies in the world. Biddies make the world go around, as they say, right?
Human flesh.
Right, what have we got going on in here, though? What have we got going on in here? Organic. And we've got a little organic. A little bit of organic. We'll get rid of that. Organic. Oh, mushroom spores. Let's go and plant those straight away. I'm enjoying my mushroom expansion. What should we get rid of? Oh, we might actually have a spare slot for it. Oh, is that oh, it is a spare slot. Oh, I actually thought we'd got all crop spots taken. How did Bunny handle that then, DV? Oh, dearie me. Poor little thing. Poor little puppy. I wonder how Mackie's doing. I wonder how Valiant's Mackie's doing. Apparently he's been he's been to the vet and his teeth aren't the best, are they? As he's got that little bit older, so he's gonna have to start eating a little bit more soft food, I think. But hopefully that's all that's the matter, and he'll bounce back and he'll be a chirpy little Mackie again, right? Drop that down there. What else have we got in here that can go into there? We got no, bric-a-brac, ammo. Wrench bottles, that's all liquids. That will go in there as well. Bit of sham spam over there. Throw in a little bit of brass. Lovely jubbly. So who's putting money? Go on, who do you think is gonna migrate to Mixer next then? Who's your money on? You're only allowed one choice. Who do you think is gonna be the next reasonable sized streamer to migrate to the lands of Mixer as part of an exclusive and very lucrative deal. I'm not sure. I still think a variety stream is the most likely. I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced some of the top ones are going to be tempted away. I'm really not. I just think they're not that sort of person. But then again, I never saw King Gathalion going over. But I think Gathalion's gone over largely for the benefits in terms of branding and his engagement with charities. I think it's something that Twitch, from what I'm reading, haven't engaged with him at a level that he would have liked. So I think that's why he's almost saddened that he's had to do it. But I think if someone like Gathalion's been tempted over, because he's a good solid man, Gathalion, good family man, got good morals, he's a good dude. So I think there's more to this than just money for some folks. Or I suppose ultimately it's still money, but not necessarily in his own line in his own pocket, is it? Death Stranding PC 2020 summer. When's it? It's out on November the 1st on console, isn't it? Is it not November the 1st? It's very, very close, right? Very close. Yeah. Your rabbit is now in hiding because of you. We can literally terrify that thing. Bring it really close to the microphone and I'll be really quiet for a few seconds, TV, and I'll show you just how scared we can fucking get that rabbit, alright? I don't think Dr. Disrespect due to his reputation. There's no way Dr. Disrespect's gonna move. Because he's so vocal. And he's got so much animosity as part of his shtick. I'm not saying this is actually the man's opinion, but Dr. Disrespect's, the character's opinion is assholes. To anyone that moves over. There's no way Dr. Disrespect's moving. And to be honest, I don't think he's the sort of streamer that Mixer would want anyway. If I was to be absolutely honest with you. Yeah, I don't think so. The biggest streamer they have, what, for Asian speaking side of Twitch? Never thought of that actually, Aragon. You think Tim the Tatman? A lot of people have said Tim the Tatman. Tim the Tatman and Summit 1G. I can't see Tim moving. I really can't, because obviously now Ninja's moved out of the way. Tim the Tatman's taken over that spot on Twitch, and he, you know, I can't see that happening. I really can't. And I don't know about the other person, I'm afraid. You should care though, Zar, because you like Twitch. So you do care. Ultimately, you do care. You might not. You might want to pretend that you don't, but it will have an impact on your life. If you spend any time on Twitch, the Mixer thing could have a huge impact. Just announced for PC. Yeah, it was always a timed exclusive. It'll be on the Xbox as well, dude. It was the whole point in Hideo joining Sony was that they would essentially foot the whole creation of that enterprise, really, and obviously that's why he chose one of their internal engines for the creation of Death Stranding, and he toured all the various Sony studios, internal studios, didn't he? And he eventually settled with the Guerrilla Games team, if you like, as his stepping stone into the realms outside of Fox Engine. So yeah, it was always going to be released elsewhere. Yeah. I like Twitch, but if someone I like goes to Mixer, I just watch them on Mixer. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, so yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. But I think it is interesting. I mean, it's the reason I'm talking about it, not because I particularly care who goes over, because like I said, if it's somebody that I watch like Gathalion, of course I'll watch them. I'm not going to not. To me, it's no different tuning into Netflix or tuning into BBC One. You know, I'll just go wherever my favourite shows are. I really couldn't give a fuck. It's a bit like all those people, and I'm one of them, who had that real issue with Steam. I didn't want to move away from Steam. I wanted everything to be on Steam. You know, I even used to, you know, pay extra to get a game on Steam. I used to add games to Steam as non-Steam library games in order to launch them. And I managed to turn the switch off in my head with that. And that's just an OCD consumer nature. You know, you like what you like, and you know, what's familiar is comfortable. And well, when I started... Well, as soon as I managed to make the break from that, I think a lot of things in my life started making more sense. although I am very much a creature of habit, I do like change in certain areas of my life. I don't like things staying static, but at the same time, like anybody else, there is a comfort in familiarity. And Steam just seemed to offer me that one-stop shop. Now I've managed to get away from that. I'm much happier. I can buy video games wherever I want, and I don't give a shit. All I care about is the game and the price that I pay for it. And that as a consumer, that's all I should be caring about. And I'm the same with watching a streamer, dude. You know, it's just... I still have to click a button to get to watch somebody on Twitch. I just click a slightly different button to watch somebody on Mixer. So yeah, but I think the reason I'm talking about it more is because I think it will have an impact on us all. You know, like I said earlier, ultimately, if all it does is encourage some, I guess, some competition. It's an easy get out word, just general competition, but innovation, trying to retain quality streamers on a platform. You know, if that works for the streamer, who's ultimately the person that's putting in all the work, then I'm all for it, and I applaud that. And I think a little bit of competition in the space isn't going to do anyone any harm. In fact, I think from my point of view, it will make the Twitch that I love an even better Twitch. And that's what I'm looking forward to. You know, I hopefully Twitch will say, all right, yeah, you know, there are all alternatives out there. How can we make our service better? And, you know, maybe by tightening up on those terms of service is one thing that they could start with. So, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, so. What's that? Live and caffeine, some of the streaming. I'm not sure about those, Ice Caps. I don't think I've. Oh, D-Live. Sorry, that comes up really strange in my chatty. In fact, it almost looks like Olive. How you doing, Ice Captain? You're right, mate. I have actually heard of D-Live. Yeah. I've not heard of caffeine though. Yeah. You're right, Lady Elvira. the political vibe is out there now. This is why we try not to talk too much politics. But I think if you avoid it all the time, sometimes it's nice. Even if all you're doing is looking at it for a bit of a giggle, to be honest. I mean, let's be honest. Your average Tom, Dick and Harry here in the UK. I didn't even know the bloody Brexit deal had been all bloody postponed until January the 31st. And I still don't know if I'm being trolled on that, because I find that incomprehensible, to be honest. I can't even get my head around that. That's just ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. The world's gone bloody mad, mate. D-Live is PewDiePie. I thought PewDiePie streamed on Twitch. Is that where he streams? Is that a platform? I didn't even know he did live streams anywhere else. I thought he did a bit on YouTube and a bit on Twitch. I like a bit of PewDiePie. Right, let's have a look. The viewer, you're a big fan of Radbrad, aren't you, DV? One of the things that I love about Radbrad, right, is he is a terrible gamer. He truly is a terrible gamer. And I mean that with the absolute utmost respect. I watched him playing, because he knows he is. He's not the sort of person that sit down and say, well, actually, I disagree with that. He knows he's fucking awful. And I watched his Outer Worlds playthrough, TV. Oh, I don't think I've laughed so hard. Oh god, it was hysterical. The mistakes he was making, the things that the game is literally telling you to do, and he just ignores it, doesn't he? He reminds me very much of myself in that regard. Except I've got the excuse that I've got a live chat to contend with, whereas he just sits there in his room. But absolutely hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. I was saying, I'll see if I can find it for you, DV, because it's the very first time I saw Radbrad. I never wanted to know what the man looked like. To me, Radbrad is the voice behind the reviews and the gameplay, and sometimes I don't want to know who he is. You know, you build up a picture in your mind, don't you? And that's what you're happy with. And I watched him playing a VR game because of the VR headset that the community chipped in for, DV. And thank you everybody that did that. Again, thank you all. It's been a wonderful rabbit hole of fun to delve into. But I went back and watched Radbrad play a horror game in VR. And of course, you get to see Radbrad. And it was amazing. But oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen legitimate just terror on a human being. He just didn't want to carry on. He was like taking the headset on and off. And he's not that kind, you know, without saying names, he's not that kind of He's not that kind of character that plays up to the camera. You know, you could sort of see that he was genuinely, like, really uncomfortable playing that game. He really, really didn't want to carry on. And he didn't. He just stopped. You know, I'm sure he could have made billions out of that series. And he just chose not to carry on. And, yeah, I really like watching that. So, literally, this week is the first time I've seen, like you said, Rad Brad and... Who's the other one that I really like? Tetra Ninja is the other one, DV. See, I thought I'd comment on that while you're in chat, mate. I know we're both big fans of him. Sound as a pound. Such a humble guy. Such a humble guy. He's so different to so many of the other YouTube channels, you know. And he's I don't know. There's something about him that just clicks. It resonates with me. I like him. He's a good lad. Is what he is. He's a good lad. Yeah, he's still going really strong, Ice. Really strong. He gets to play all the latest games and all the rest of it. Always good quality content, apart from the actual gameplay. He's terrible. He started playing a lot of games on PC, though, now. So he tends to play, like, the console releases on PC, but he just uses his Xbox controller, doesn't he? So it's always useful for me. Like, I get a chance to see performance and how the game performs with a controller. So he's literally perfect for me. Allgrave, thank you very much for the 15 months, and thank you for the Prime. Thank you very much for taking the time out to use your Prime sub with us, Allgrave. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. I've had a nice weekend, Allgrave. His Alan Wake playthrough. I don't think I've seen that, actually. Yeah. Cheers, Allgrave. Thank you. Thank you very much. What game was he playing? It's literally 2016, so it's ancient. And all I can tell you is, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to ruin it. It's basically an elevator. So if you've seen Rad Brad play the VR game where you are in an elevator, you'll know the one. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If I get off the stream later and the power don't go out, I'll dig it out and pop it up in gaming. What was that, Avalanche? Oh dear. Sorry, Smodol. You're alright, mate. About the streamers without cam getting a cam. Oh, sorry. Oh, the streamers. Oh, got you. You get slightly sad at first, but then quickly accept, and then it's all fine and good again. Really reminds you that this disembodied voice behind the keyboard somewhere in the world is actually a person with problems and a life. Yeah, I think the difference is, I think because it's natural to create a fictitious... You can't hear a voice and have it disembodied, no matter how much you want to think that you do. You always have an image. And let's be honest, the image is never going to be the image of the person behind the voice. Never. It's never going to happen. Your voice is so unique to your physical structure, mannerisms, and all the rest of it. For example, something that I've noticed a lot, and this is quite intriguing. Asmongold. I really like Asmongold. On a whole variety of levels. Now, I'm not here to say whether or not he's a good person or he's got an honest soul. I really like Asmongold's commentary on a myriad of topics. And I think a large part of that is because of the mannerisms that he has. Have you ever watched Asmongold? And what's the one defining feature about Asmongold? Because I only clicked it yesterday. I literally spotted it yesterday. It's his fucking eyebrows. Asmongold's eyebrows literally are their own entities. They are completely and utterly separate to him. They have a life of their own. Asmongold's eyebrows are the greatest thing on the planet. They literally are the very definition of awesome. He has got, honestly, I could never put it... I can listen to the guy, but it's when I'm watching him, I can never take my goddamn eyes off him. It's his eyebrows. The dude's eyebrows never stop moving. His eyebrows tell you so much. You know, we were talking about body language. And it's the way he can raise one, drop one, wiggle them both, roll around the back of his head and behind his ears. That's what it is. That's what makes him so captivating. It's not just what he's saying. It's the whole package. And you're very right, Smanel. You know, you do lose a lot in translation, don't you? When all you've got is tone of voice and inflection, for example. But yeah, I was watching Asmongold doing his reaction to King Cathalion moving to Mixer. I fucking swear to God, dude, that boy's eyebrows are top tier, mate. Oh, dear me. Grumble looks like Jasper Carrot. I can't remember what Jasper Carrot looks like. My dad's played golf with Jasper Carrot. I can't imagine Jasper Carrot's aged particularly well. Have I ever watched Soviet Womble? I have. Yeah, I really like Soviet Womble. Yeah, I really, really like Soviet. He's a very, very skilled YouTuber. And, of course, he's a very popular live streamer these days as well. What is super corn seed? I don't know, Krezik. I've never got to manufacture that. It's some sort of super cool. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on one sec. I'm just going to have to dash. It's all right. Something's being sick. I can smell it. Come on. Come on in. Oh. I can smell it. He's been up all night. He's proper got the lurgy. Oh, he's sitting there absolutely knackered. Go on. Oh, it fucking reeks. Fucking reeks. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm just gonna leave him in here because he likes to curl up near the desk. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Oh, poor little thing. That's it. Stay there. Let me just get him all snuggled in. Smells disgusting. It's absolutely vile. It's like green bilious stuff is the only way I can describe it. It's absolutely horrendous. Hang on. Sit there. Oh. Doesn't even want a cuddle. Oh. Poor little Toby.
Hello?
Cody's getting all Cody's sitting in the doorway now going, what the hell's going on here? Oh, poor little fella. Right, let's have a look. Where were we? It's freaking freezing! Absolutely fucking freezing, dude. Where are we going and what are we doing? We were hoping to make the powered door, weren't we? So if we take that and well, I'll tell you what. Let's assume the powered door. How big's the powered door? Does anyone know? It's got to be 3x5, hasn't it? It's got to be 3 high, 5 across. I would have thought anyway. Oh, hang on. God, you have to move, mate, because I need to put my feet there. Oh, I don't like mud. Oh. Oh. There you go. Right, come on then. Let's get out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go see if we can figure out what we're going to do for an entrance for the ramp. In fact, if we grab some more of that cobblestone we started manufacturing, we should have a big batch in there, shouldn't we? So if we take that, we're probably going to want to knock some stone out. Oh, hang on. Where's the pickaxe gone? There and there. Let's go and see what's happening. What's that? Sometimes they lock your PC and you need to pay them. What's that? What's this? Is this Oh, I've heard. Oh, is this the one where they lock businesses out of their accounts and they sort of hold you at ransom to give you like a decryption code or something? Oh, hang on. I've got a text message coming through it. Let me just make sure this isn't about Grumdad. Let me have a quick ganders. No. Oh. Oh, well that's work related, but that's good news. Well, Simpsy will be happy about that one. Professional practice, oh fucking joy. Get rid of that. Right, okay, let's go and have a ganders up here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! I might just have to go and get some water for Toby in a sec, folks, because he likes really cold, straight out of the tap water when he's like this. I think he gets a bit dehydrated. Stinks, man. Proper stinks. It's horrible. Really vile. Ugh. What's that, Ravanus? What have you played 3 times? Sorry, dude. What have you been up to? Oh, Alien Isolation. I don't know. I don't know what it is, McGlash. All I don't know is super corn is a thing, as in you can actually craft it, can't you? What it actually does. I don't know. I guess it's a prerequisite for like some sort of superfood, is it, or something like that? How are we gonna do this, and what are we gonna do? Let me chop this tree down. We've got, obviously we can replant trees, can't we? So let's get rid of that. Ransomware, is that what I call it? Ransomware crypto block. I have heard about this thing. Yeah, that's been doing the rounds a fair bit, hasn't it, recently? Tell you what, let's start. Let's butcher the landscape a little bit. Let's do that. Oh, you look so sad, little fella. Oh, there's nothing quite like an icky dog, is there? Oh, it's kind of sad because the other day I was talking about Cody, wasn't I? About how Cody gets, he definitely eats things in the garden. I don't know what it is, whether it's slugs or frogs or something. And he gets like really bad stomachache. But for him, he gets in pain, like really bad pain. So you can't even pick him up without him wincing. But besides, I was mentioning that, and now Toby yesterday started vomiting green bile all over the place. But it's not as bad as it was, but I'll tell you what, I don't know what the hell, I don't know what is in that stuff, but ugh. Ugh. You've had a lot of customers getting scammed like that at Best Buy. One had $3,000 stolen from a credit card. Credit cards are pretty good though, right? Credit cards are pretty decent at not actually making you pay back the money. It's normally fairly simplistic for them to evidence the fact it wasn't you in this day and age, isn't it? I mean, I noticed a lot of the ATMs that I use, for example, all have that. I don't know if it's I don't think it's the same logo, so I don't know whether it's a legal logo, but they all have cameras now. So there's none of that someone nicked my cash card and took 300 quid out of my account bollocks going on. You know, they can find out exactly what cash machine at what time took that 300 quid out. And, you know, if the face don't match, then yeah. But, I guess in this day with CCTV and everything, it's all the cloning that I don't understand. I just don't understand how that happens. It must be, because there was a thing in the UK where they actually put fake fronts on ATMs at one point, didn't they? They literally would somehow manage to create a fake ATM front. So you thought you were going to a normal ATM, and yet they were actually essentially just taking all your cards data. But then it would still give you the money. So it kind of still acted as a pass-through, right? So for all intents and purposes, you went to a cash machine, you took 20 quid out, but what you didn't know is that someone had actually now got your PIN number. They'd got all the details of your card. And, I mean, that to me is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Bloody genius when you think about it. Pretty clever way to make some cash, right? Now, hang on, we need to be careful here, because we're going to need to make this 5 wide, aren't we? I just suddenly clicked. Shit. Alright, let's well, I suppose we could just make the top 5 and the bottom 5 and then have the rest of it kind of narrow. So we don't need to build the whole thing straight away, do we? Oh, hang on. Let me go get some water, guys. Hang on. I'll be back in 2 seconds. So I just brought his I just bought his normal dish through. It's already having a little bit. Look. Oh, little fella. You alright, little man? Girlfriend will give me bonus points now for looking after him today, you see. She'll go, oh, did you look after me? Oh, yeah, I sat on the sofa and culled him. I turned the stream off. Oh, you just don't use cash receipts. See, I do. Go, I'm still cash, mate. Cash, 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 cash. I like my cash, dude. Nice and simple. Yeah, I think back in the old days when this was happening, the UK guy, it was literally a whole plastic front. It wasn't even like a little thing. I seem to remember one of those Crime Watch programs that actually showed them pulling up in a van. And it was like literally a two-person job to carry it over and sort of like adhere it to the front of it. And then they just wait in the van a couple of hours and then just walked back over and pick it back up. And then they'd move on to another ATM so they weren't attracting too much attention, I guess. It's... I should imagine now it's all very easily done, isn't it? I remember one of my friends was telling me, and again, I don't know how much truth there is to how easy this is, but you know these new keys that cars have? So it's all done electronically, it's not a physical key, right? And apparently they can scan those keys from outside your own home. So they can literally pull up with the correct software and hardware and actually scan your keys information, so they can literally just start your car up. That even, I mean, it was a big thing in the UK about them sneaking in and stealing your bloody car keys, wasn't it? Oh Jesus, what the hell? Hello, darling. And now they don't even need to do that. They just pull up outside your house, scan it, bish bash bosh, get the details, and off the bleeding go. That is frightening. That is like straight up legit scary, dude. I think someone in chat when we mentioned it last time said they actually get can you not get shielded wallets that you put your car key in there, or something like that. Anyway, wasn't it? I was quite surprised. So never ceases to amaze me. You know, crime gets ever more. Oh, where's the van gone?
Hello?
Is it down there? Well, hang on. Where's the? Oh, there it is. Well, I thought I'd lost my pickaxe then. So that needs to come out, doesn't it? Oh, what the hell? Oh, come on! I've got one of those weird little glitch areas, look. God damn you, dude. Allgrave, thank you for the 15, sir. Nickette, thank you for the follow. And Lookalay, thank you for the follow as well, mate. Thank you very much. It's freaking freezing in my kitchen, you know? Like, proper freezing. So the RFID readers are so small now you don't even have to replace the ATM front. You can just stick a tiny little card like the size of a SIM card in the card chip. So they can actually slip it in. You wouldn't even see it, and only they know. Oh my god, that's actually terrifying, dude. Jesus, mate. It's clever stuff though, isn't it? Super clever stuff. You can actually get a signal repeater which amplifies and duplicates your key fob to trigger unlocking your car. An RFID block. What is RF? Radio frequency? Is that what that stands for? Radio frequency ID? Something like that? The part of London I live in was listed as the fraud capital of the UK a few years back. I think in the Evening Standard it said it was a 5% chance of your card being cloned from using cash machines. Oh my god, is it? Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous, dude. That is actually really scary. Fucking hell. I honestly, I was still under the impression you had to be very unlucky to be caught as a victim of one of these kind of things. Clearly not then, right? Crazy, isn't it? What's that? We ran a poll where you were gone. Let's have a look. Go on. Clickbait, clickbait, old Jags in chat. What has happened? Some weird squiggly stuff. This site uses cookies. Fuck's sake. Off to play VR porn. Move to Mixer. Abducted by aliens. Internet issues. Rage quit. Fell asleep. See, you'll know if it's internet issues. Oh, I suppose actually, technically you wouldn't know, would you? I was going to say, you know if it's internet issues because Grumbot would still stay up, but I suppose that's only if it's just a random disconnect as opposed to the whole internet going down. But I like the fact that 45% of you thought I was off to play VR porn. I'm you know, the community knows me well. I think this is good. This is positive reinforcement that, you know, the character behind the Grum is pretty legit. I can hear another one. I can hear another one. There's definitely a Daphne around here. Alright, so that's now 5 across, isn't it? Okay, so we actually can... Oh no, because... No, shit, actually that's wrong, isn't it? Yeah, alright, hang on, that's my bad. Yeah, because we're going to want the ramp at least for that part going down now, aren't we? God, this is going to be a pretty big project, you know. Well, I think that was happening a lot in the UK, Maglash. It's, I know for a fact that there was a friend that we... Well, it's not a friend, more an acquaintance, I guess. But they were actually in their house. And, yeah, they came in through the back door in the kitchen. And basically took the car keys and drove off in the fucking car in the middle of the night, mate. Scary as hell. And apparently it was found. It was a car with a tracking device. It was actually quite a reasonably brand new BMW. And they literally parked it around the corner, about 3 streets away. And apparently the police had told them that was really common practice. They steal the car, they park it up for a few days to see if it is being tracked, and off they go. I mean, it's like the police said they'd have known that one was being tracked, but you know, sometimes the cars aren't necessarily legit anyway, are they? So but sometimes they strike gold, don't they? But the thought of someone going into your house just to steal your car keys, and apparently the police were saying they'll actually will watch you. If it's possible, they'll try and get a vantage point on the house to see where you unload your, you know, your wallet, your purse, your whatever it is, your handbag, that kind of stuff. So, and they're done to order as well. Apparently, a lot of car thefts, the top models are actually done. Not just as okay, it's a flash BMW. It's we want a white BMW range, this whatever, or a blue one, whatever. It's pretty scary stuff, isn't it? Grand Theft Auto. Right, now 5 across, which means the external would be here, wouldn't it? So we could do that. That would be legit, wouldn't it? So if we knock this out, let's knock some more of this out. What's that, DJen? Stop going down. I don't know what you mean, dude. Yeah, we had a power outage not so long back, Smyrna. Complete power outage. Just I think it was about 2 weeks ago. Oh, look at my little Daphne. My poor little Daphne, mate. Yeah, we got a runner. Ooh, sounds like we've got... Oh. Make sure we've not got any zombie policemen. Oh, what the hell? That was the last of my hollow points by the looks of that. One shot, one kill. Lovely jubbly! Right, let's see how we can crack on with this then. So I hope we're right about the powered garages. They've got to be 5 wide, right? They wouldn't introduce a garage door to the game that wasn't 5 wide. There's no way you're getting a 4x4 into a 3 wide gap consistently and easily. I mean, we know it does fit, but I'm reasonably confident that will work. So we'll come into some kind of thing and then whoosh down there, but again 5 wide. So we're gonna wanna, I think we dig this down a little bit here. Your sis told you about this skim safe briquette for your wallet. So this is one of these RFID protectors, is it? And there are apps you can download on an Android phone that can enable the criminal to scan the card in your back pocket and take £30 using the contact. Oh, I heard about this, mate. I didn't know about this contactless. 30 quid, you know, until the girlfriend told me about it. I was horrified. Does everyone know about that? I think that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. In the UK, right, I don't even have a chip and pin on my card, all right? So I cannot even use my card, say, in Radges or Tesco's or anything like that. My card goes in the wall. That is it. I cannot use it for anything else. However, the girlfriend has got a completely bog standard bank card, right? I can take that bank card off her, right, and go into any store pretty much in the UK, right? And as long as I don't spend more than 30 quid, all I have to do is wave the card over the card reader and it automatically deducts the money from my bank account up to a maximum of 30 quid. Hey, that is ridiculous, dude. That is like literally ridiculous that you can do that. 30 quid. Just straight out, mate. You know, I find a card. I can just go anywhere and straight away 30 quid off it. I think that's just bonkers, man. Why not have to put a pin in? What is to be served from that? You know, what is the effort of putting a 4-digit pin in? You know, I just do not understand it at all. And I should imagine different cards might even have different limits. You know, are people fucking that lazy that they don't want to put a 4-digit fucking code in? I think it's disgusting, mate. I would flat refuse to have something like that. I don't give a shit. 30 quid, it's too much hassle pissing about with the bank for hours and hours and hours on end to worry about 30 quid. It's almost like they just want to give it away. I just think it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It is 5. Oh, cheers, guys. I thought it would be, mate. I'd be very surprised if it was 3. In fact, I'd be very disappointed if it was 3. So we're going to carry on down to about that point there. There shouldn't be any major issues with collapsing, should there? Do you know anyone named Joe? What, as in real life? I do know 2 Joes, as it happens. What? One in a while. Oh, 70 euros in the. Oh wow, 70 euros. One in a while. You have to put the pin in sometimes. Oh, is it a bit random? Is it? Oh, okay. Well, she didn't say that. I wasn't aware of that. But I still think I just don't understand why. I do not understand why they've removed the need to put a pin code in. It takes seconds, right? Literally seconds to tap a code in. I just don't understand it. Lazy bastard people, mate. What's this? The Joe Mama joke? Joe Mama had got him. What the fuck? What's that bullshit about? Do you know anyone named Joe? Yeah. Here comes the Joe Mama joke. Joe Mama had got him. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck that bollocks is, mate. Does anyone else know what that is? Is that some like fucking special fucking day release fucking joke or something? What even is it? It's not even a joke, right? How the fuck do you know about it, Jags? Joe Mama? Is that like supposed to be like sort of like Yo Mama or some fucking bullshit like that? Like I can feel the rage building. It's $100 in Australia. I don't know what that equates to in UK pounds, but I don't know about the exchange rate over there. I think in the years I've had contactless cards, I've been asked twice to put a pin in. Well, I'll ask the girlfriend later, but she's never mentioned that. She might not even be aware of it. Have you ever heard of this, Chaos? Because you're hip and cool, right? So you go into someone's chat and say, yo, Chaos, do you know anyone called Joe? And you go, I had to think about it. I thought, yeah, I know 2 guys called Joe, actually. And then the dude in chat goes, what the fuck? I don't even know what the fucking punchline was. What the fuck was it? What sort of bullshit comment was it? Where is it? What the fuck? Where the fuck was it? Where the fuck? Do you know anyone named Joe? Oh, and then they come back and they say, Joe Mama had got him. What the fucking dick cock is that? It's not even fucking funny. It's not even a joke, is it? What the fuck, dude? Yo, bro, do you know anyone called Bob? Yeah. Bob got him, bro. Fucking Bob Mama, dude. Joe Mama got him. Joe Mama. What the fuck, Grease? Joe Mama. Joe Mama. What the fuck? I don't get it. It's not even funny, dude. Joe Mama. Is it supposed to be like Yo Mama? Because if it is, you are literally a fucking twat. That's not even a fucking... That is literally... I mean, I don't like the word retard, okay? Retard can be taken out of context, but if you're going around Twitch chat pointing that... You are literally a fucking retard, dude. You are literally a fucking retard. It's not even fucking funny. It doesn't even make fucking sense. You absolute fucking retard. It's pathetic. Fuck's sake. Anyway... Let's carry on, because I'm just fucking lost for... How do people get up in the morning, right, and actually fucking breathe? I mean, are they on some sort of life support, and then, like, they get a day out and get on fucking Twitch or something? How can they actually fucking function in modern society if they think that that is, like, in some way fucking funny? Fuck's sake. Fuck, is he like the communal fucking brain cell for fucking idiots? He's out on day release or something. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. I think I've seen it all on Twitch now. I probably haven't. There's probably still a few fucking special cases out there, but... Oh, fucking Jesus. I tell you what, it's great being on Twitch. You know, if you're ever having a bad day and you feel like... I've got a lot of problems in the world. You haven't. Seriously, you haven't got any fucking idea the fucking shit some people must have to put up with. Just putting their fucking pants on in the morning must be fucking hours of fucking heartache, mate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's the lack of stamina. Lack of stamina rants, mate. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. I tell you what, if I could give out the fucking cockwomble bellend dipshit award of the fucking day, it would go to that dude, I swear to God. I think I'm gonna fucking take up blacksmithing and engravery just to celebrate the sheer fucking twattishness of that cock. You're alright, Buck. How you doing, mate? How's things, geezer? You alright, fella? Ah, you gotta have a giggle, ain't you? You gotta have a giggle. Gotta let the kids out. Kids gotta play, right? Kids will be kids. Lovely jubbly. Alright, let's look. I'm trying to fucking build here. This is serious stuff, right? How many can we make? 108. Let's go for 54. Lovely jubbly. Sometimes I'm hard to keep. I was going to say sometimes I find it hard to keep it up, Esme, but I just thought, you know, Zar's listening. I didn't want to give him a free one, you see. Ah, you gotta love them, ain't you? You gotta love them. You gotta love the little special ones, ain't you? Eh? They do try. They do fucking try. Fucking very trying. All right, wedges. So if we do copy rotation there. Oh, I do hope he comes back. Pop that in there. So if we do every other one. Ooh, let's cut that out as well. I had to see Two Darks to get my knee tapped today. I should have recorded that to take with me to listen to while they shoved the needle in. Are you all right, Krez? This is that same injury, is it, mate? How's it all going, dude? Any sort of improvement with the any improvement with the pain and what have you, dude, or is it still making you suffer, fella? Let's knock these up here, up there, and up there. And then, see if we copy rotation. It's not going to be as bad as I thought, you know. Oh, it's the wrong block type, isn't it? Wedge tip. So we should be okay with that, shouldn't we? I'm not sure whether I want to do something a little bit different. Just a little bit different. I'll have a think about that. What we could do some interesting lighting on the inside of the walls, couldn't we? It's getting bloody dark, I know that. So if we build this up, what about if we kind of sort of almost... I think we're going to need to come further back, aren't we? And we need to be careful because the road to the main road's through there, isn't it? So if we... Let's make some more flagstone blocks. See if we can bring this out a little bit. I don't want to take it too far. We should probably bring the truck up and get some lights on it, shouldn't we? If we can. What's that, Pete? You alright, fella? You're alright, Ravanius. How's Outer Worlds going, Ravanius? Are you still enjoying it? You had a restart last time we spoke about it. Are you still thoroughly captivated by it, sir? I watched, I was saying earlier, Ravanius, to TV, I managed to catch a little bit of Rad Brad playing it, and it looks really good fun, dude. It definitely does, and I think I'll pick it up. I might pick it up over Christmas with a Game Pass, dude. I can't see any reason not to. For the sake of $1, or the cashing in of an Xbox Game Pass, which I'm pretty sure I got from the Xbox One purchase. Improvements because of large doses of the Toradol, but not the best. They need to tap it and drain it so they can study the fluid. That sounds fucking awful, dude. What are they doing to you, bro? Oh, gee. I just watched Eli recently, Krezik. They were injected in with all sorts of weird and wonderful things that actually turned out to be holy water in the end, mate. There's food for thought, sir. Do you get it, Gary? At least he managed to clip it, you see. He brightened up all of our days with a moment of absolute and utter stupidity. I only had to look at the username, and I knew I was in for a fucking rocky ride, mate, I tell you. Shrek the Onion Boy. I mean, that says it all, really, doesn't it? I think I can hear the zombies. I think we might have a Daphne lurking somewhere. Did you hear that, then? I think we've got a Daphne. Incoming Daphne! Toby's just looking at me now. He's like, oh, what is going on, dude? You just sit there, little fella. You'll be alright. Your mama will be home soon. You get it? Yo, mom. Oh, God. I can't even fucking pretend. Glad we cheered you up, Shrek. Glad we cheered you up, mate. That's what we're here for, you see? You put a little smile on your face each and every single day. It makes the world a better place, sir. Or so they tell me. I've never even heard it before, Gary. Honestly, I never even heard it before. It's not even a joke. I don't even get it. I still don't get it. I think someone's gonna have to get on Discord with like paint or something and try and draw it out. How you doing, Gary? You're right. You're right, Hyde Fury. How's tricks your ends, geezer? All good? Well, I hope it all goes well, Krezik. It sounds like there's a lot of, or a bit of a journey to go on here before you're fighting fit with it, bro. Can't be nice having a needle jabbed into your knee, mate. Definitely is something out there. Lock and load, Grummy. Lock and load, mate. Maybe not. Maybe not. So we're gonna be able to hopefully. Are we just gonna go for an automated garage door? Should we just leave it at that? We don't need to do anything overly fancy. Should we just see if we can get that working as a? I'm gonna have to bring it back one because we need to make sure we've got a completely flat entrance, don't we? So we're gonna have to come back at least one because of that little lump there. And terraforming the other way is just never gonna work, is it? Possibly another one. That will actually work about right with the route to the road, to be fair. Yeah, that's better. That's that looks like it's on. Yeah, that's about the same level, isn't it? That's perfect, actually. Let's go for that. I think he ate the crayons, to be honest, Chaos. I think he took one look at the crayons and started nibbling them, mate. It's probably one in each nostril, one in each ear, and the rest are in his tummy, mate. Trying to make pretty coloured rainbow poo, no doubt. It's probably the highlight of the week, I should have imagined. I'm not even commenting, Immortal. I'm not even commenting, mate. Oh, God, I got water in my eyes. My eyes are streaming. Stop it. Stop it. Is there anyone else had issues with screamers attacking chests or calling major screamer hordes? And we had 13 screamers in 30 minutes attacking my friend's house. No fire forge augurs are going. He was offline, but the screamer attacked his house, destroying the chests. Is it at night? Is it happening at night, did you say? I can't remember. Did you say? At night time, you will get a lot of zombies being spawned in, Gary. You are guaranteed a little flutter of, or at least I noticed it early on. I'm going to be honest, I haven't noticed as much later on in the game. So who's to say how it's actually working? But oh god, we're gonna have to go loads further. But yeah, I sort of, I mean, we were hearing about, and myself included, had whites on day 2, for example, that would come out of lurking of an evening. Now, Daphnes are normally only as a result of a heat map. Have you got torches down? Just trying to see. No fire, forges, augurs. Have you got any torches? Any normal torches? Because torches, although they've massively reduced the increase to heat map with them, you will... They used to be 4.03 heat map increase per tick. And I think they've reduced it down to 1 per tick or thereabouts. So if you've got torches, you have got a constantly increasing heat map, which I think might still be throwing a few people. Not sure if that's the case with you. I think what we'll do is we'll have that as the drive, and then what we'll do is we'll create some sort of tower on each side, if that makes sense. I mean, I should imagine. I don't know what, I don't know how it works. I mean, we could try a slightly fancier block. I don't know if, for example, if the garage door marries up with the center of the block. Because we could try, if it does, I mean, we could try something like... Do they even do a block like that? I don't think they do they? Diddly 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 do. No, it doesn't seem to be there, so I don't think we're going to have any choice. I think we'll just have to do a straightforward entrance. So if I pop that on there... I mean, we could obviously bring it in a little bit. So we're going to need an entrance. That's I get. I mean, I don't know. Is that even 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Better be. Yeah, 5 and hopefully 3 high. Yeah, 3 high. So I guess that's where the door would go, right? And then we could just mount a motion sensor on the front. Like, should we just get it up and running, and then we can play about with aesthetics, can't we? I don't want to play about with loads of wiring. I need to find out. I actually don't know how it works. We could even have like iron bars as slits in and around here as well, couldn't we? I'm going to need a lot of flagstone. A lot of flagstone. Or I start a rebar manufacture when we go concrete. Because most of it will be just straightforward square blocks, but... Decisions. Just trying to think. We're going to have to knock out some of the floor. Because we're going to need... Oh, shit. Because we're going to need a motion sensor regenerator. So that's assuming motion sensors even work. I guess if we build a tower on each side, we could have all the electrics kind of countersunk in there, couldn't we? We could even build a fort. Fuck it, on either side, couldn't we? That could look quite nice. Oh, and a couple of spotlights that come on as we get close. So it's all dark. We pull up close. Motion sensor picks us up. Couple of spotlights come on. Yin gangu, off you go. Yeah, we go for that. The automated garage door is going to be placed on the ground like you used to make. No. Garage, no. We're not. I was originally going to do the drawbridge, but then well, at least I think I was told that the drawbridge by default is in the, if you like, the closed position. So I'd need an inverter switch to make it work properly. So I thought I'd just change the entrance rather than going with a flat kind of Thunderbird-esque entrance. What's that? Recon need to turn lights off when you leave the place. Seem to be a slowing of game. What's that, Commander Yan? I'm not sure I know what you mean there. I'm getting confused. You think it was the torches? I have rotten flesh and only one torch and haven't had any issues with screamers, but I live next door to him. The only building I'm doing is upgrading a bit at a time and down at bedrock. I'm not having the screamers, but he's offline and getting them. It's totally weird. Well, you're in the same active chunk, so that heat map's going to be buzzing, isn't it? So, yeah, I mean, if he's got hundreds of torches in there, or even a forge or something that is running. I had a horrible issue in Alpha, I think it was Alpha 16. It was either 16, I think it was Alpha 16, Gary, where I built a very large wall, like a thick castle rampart, which was a hollow wall in some areas and a solid wall in another. And I'd made the mistake of leaving a torch in there as I was building it, just purely so I could see what I was doing. And I ended up encasing a torch inside a wall. And literally every single day, I got a screamer spawning in the exact same spot. And then she'd just summon other zombies in and they'd start trying to breach the wall. And it was all because one torch was hidden. You think you're going to stop building walls if they just make Zeds get stuck and they start breaking blocks? What do you mean by getting... They shouldn't be getting stuck, dude. Battery banks, solar panels for lighting, drum go, climate change. I don't know if I can do solar panels, dude. They're a pain in the ass. I think I'd just rather go for a generator, dude. But the amount, if we have it triggered, it'll literally only have 1 watt a draw, or is it 2 watts or whatever on a motion sensor. So, and it will literally activate a door and a spotlight for like, we'll have it like for 60 seconds or something, won't we? I don't think the pressure plates work. Pressure plates, in fact, pressure plates definitely don't work with vehicles because someone told us about that Kanamechi. That they were quite gutted about it. And in fact, it's something I'd like to see if the fun pimps can actually resolve. I think pressure plates for vehicles makes total sense, to be honest. A roll-up garage door is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 what? And 14,000 durability. That's pretty decent. In fact, that's very decent. Yeah, I'm alright. At this point in the game, I'm pretty comfortable, dude. Yeah, absolutely smoky. See, the thing is, people keep thinking that that's going to be a weak point. It's not, because most of my actual work is done here, look. So, occasionally down that end, for my water. That's all my crafting and inventory management, and that's my farm. If I'm in here, there ain't no fucking zombie on this planet that is fucking coming in from that all the way up there. The pathing distance too great. I mean, look how far away that is, mate. It's freaking miles away. And the only reason I'm getting so much activity around here is because of all these torches that I've kept in there. And to be honest, I've kind of done it deliberately because I kind of like the Daphnes, to be honest. I like a little Daphne once in a while. But yeah, you know, if you want to play safe, don't have these torches kicking around. Turn them all off. Bleats, thank you very much for the prime, and thank you for 13. The epic 13 Bleats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the prime, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the prime. Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. So you've got a daisy chain of lights go down the tunnel ramp. That would be cool. Yeah, we're going to go lighting down the tunnel. When you say daisy chain, are you talking about like having them come on as we go down? Or do you just mean just like a row of lights in there? I wasn't going to have them like coming on with individual motion sensors, Jags. But I could do, because we've gone for the roof, we've gone 45-degree ramp solid block, whereas we went wedge and tips on the floor, you see. So I actually can easily knock a block out and put a motion sensor in. So I could do that, actually. Not sure if the effect would be worth the effort, though. But I have every intention. I think we figured out which lights was it we were going to do. Was it, I don't think they have the industrial... Oh, no, they do. Yeah, the industrial lights. Yeah, so we were going to put those on the wall coming down. Or, and I think my personal preference is, I'll knock one of these out, put a flagstone block behind it, and then put the industrial light on the front of it. So it's a single run of lights in the ceiling, and probably do it every 5th block. We'll test it on every 3rd and every 5th. And to be honest, if I build those 2 gatehouses at the top, that will be all the electrical power we need. The only issue with that is they're not going to be on when I'm down here. Actually, that's a really good point. I could counter them so that I have a motion sensor here, which triggers 1 bank. So say every third. And then at the top, I could have a motion sensor, which works the other way. So yeah, that would look all right. That could work. So regardless, because motion sensor is going to run on a time, yeah? We can use time switches for motion sensors. Well, motion sensor, it triggers, it picks up X, Y, B, or C, whatever it is, ally, zombie, whatever it is, player. And we can get it to conduct power for X number of minutes, can't we? But we do need to think about having light at the bottom and light at the top. Yeah, totally. Anything is 1 candle, 1 torch. If you leave it for long enough, it can get a screamer, Uncle Sam. I think that's one of the things that people kind of aren't necessarily super happy with. Unless something's changed. I mean, for me, it would be nice if, like you say, you'd need more than, say, 20 torches in a small area before it would actually affect the heat map. It does seem, if you've got a fairly big base, just that run there, to ignite it, to illuminate it, should I say. I'm probably going to need about 20 torches to get nice equitable lighting down there. And that's enough to trigger a streamer pretty damn quickly, mate. I mean, that's 20 torches. That's the equivalent of 5 forges in a fairly small surface area. So we have fun during the Horde night. We float in a lake and throw grenades down on the Horde, just keeping an eye out for spitters and vultures. So you actually, so when you say floating in a lake, does that mean you've just created a platform? So presumably that is supported somehow, right? With supports down to the surface of the lake. Are you saying they don't attack the supports then, Gary? That's interesting. Oh, I thought candles still did. I mean, candles always used to add to the heat map, but very, very low compared to the torches. I just assumed candles still attracted them. Maybe they don't. You think the lantern's the least heat map? That would make sense, actually, Rampant. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. All right, let me sort my headset out. Oh, hang on. Jesus, Paul, it's 3 o'clock. Oh my god, I can't believe how fast today's gone. I suppose it's because we've had a couple of technical issues with the old power cut, haven't we? But, well, it's been a laugh a minute, I'll tell you that. Let's drop that down there. Let's drop that down there. Let's drop that down there. Diddly, 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 diddly. Right, now I have got a nightmare day tomorrow, but I'm going to endeavour to be back as fast as I possibly can. But you have to forgive me because I've got no sound at the moment, which is kind of really freaky. I don't like playing 7 days without sound. However, it is unfortunately 3 o'clock. And you know what 3 o'clock means, don't you? That means Groomy Bear's got to go and do things and then actually go to work. So thank you all very, very much for joining me. It's been a very enjoyable stream. Monday morning. Feeling absolutely terrible yesterday. Still feeling absolutely terrible today, but I'm not feeling quite so bad in myself. It's just a pain at the minute. It's achy. It's the achy lurgy. It's horrible. But it's been a fun one. Thank you all very much. Thanks for coming along. Do apologise for the power cut early. We had like a double whammy power cut. So hopefully tomorrow, we'll get a normal stream in tomorrow. All things being, well, you never know. Let's not tempt fate, right? Please consider joining us on Discord. !Discord in chat will get you a link to the Discord server. You are more than welcome over there. All you will see at the moment are 2 sections, welcome and introductions. If you've not already joined us, you will need to say hello in the introductions channel or just post an emote, just so we know that you've joined. That's all you need to do. You never need to worry about posting anything ever again. It's just that so we know that you've joined, we can then sort out your posting permissions, and within about 10 to 15 minutes of the stream ending today, you should have access to all the other sections of the Discord. But you do need to post something just to let us know you've joined us. That's all we ask. You never need to say anything else again. Feel free to lurk. Big part of Twitch, big part of Discord. Feel free to lurk all you want. !Twitter in chat will of course get you a link to the Twitter feed, and we always tweet out a few minutes before. Oh, hang on a sec. What's the matter, little fella? Right, Toby's just actually Just actually got up and stretched a little bit. That's the first time he's moved since earlier. Oh, poor little fella. Where did I get to? Twitter. Yeah, join us on Twitter. Exclamation mark Twitter chat. We get you a link to the Twitter feed. And we always tweet out a few minutes before the streams go live each and every single day. We are currently streaming 7 days a week, and we are currently streaming 7 days tonight, starting at 8:15 here in the UK in the morning through to approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I've been saying there, we might be running just a little bit late tomorrow, but it won't be anything well, 9 o'clock. Absolute latest 9 o'clock. But I'm sure 8:15, we won't be far behind if the traffic issue... it's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, traffic should be alright on the Tuesday morning. So we should be on a reasonable time. If we're going to be any later than, say, 9 o'clock, I'll let you know on Discord and or Twitter. Finally, exclamation on YouTube in chat. Well, I've had to really think about that. I've actually got more than I think I've got on tomorrow morning. But anyway, don't worry about it. Exclamation mark YouTube will get you a link to the YouTube channel. Please do consider dropping us a subscription over there. And a massive thank you to Simpsy, who uploads all of our Twitch VODs to that particular service. Thank you very much to Simpsy for that, because I know there are some of you that have dropped us a few messages on Discord literally over the weekend that are enjoying watching the Alpha 18 playthrough on YouTube because you can't access it at work. So fantastic that does get done, and that only happens because of Simpsy. So a big shout out to her. And thank you all for the awesome stream. Thank you for the subs, the resubs, the bits, the follows, and the donations throughout today's stream. Thank you all so much for so much support. Big shout out to Bleak there with the 13 months at the end as well. Thank you for using your Prime with us, Bleak. Do really appreciate that. I'll leave it there. Massive thank you. Thank you to for everyone that's joined us in chat. Thank you to everybody that's obviously been lurking throughout today's stream. Big shout out to all the Grumbodian lurkers and the general lurkers of Twitch. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said, hopefully as close to 8:15 as we possibly can. It's not often we don't start bang on 8:15. We're fairly reliable, to say the least. But normally 1 or 2 days in the week, I sometimes can't guarantee it because of coming back through traffic. But we'll aim for as close to 8:15 as always. Have a wonderful day. It's been a cracking start to the week. It's only Monday. We've got a long way to go through to Friday. We've got a lot of stuff to do. Hopefully some more building happening this week on the streams. We'll definitely get the electrical power up, start playing about with hiding all the cables, actually get these powered... well, actually, you know what I've just suddenly thought? Why don't we try and create... Oh, shit, that'd be awesome. Why don't we create that entrance to include a gyrocopter landing pad between 2 Fort Fuckit towers? Ah! Oh, that's going to be awesome. So what we'll do is we'll get that garage door up and running, see what we can do with it cosmetically. But then between 2 Fort Fuckit, almost like air traffic control towers, we'll build a gyrocopter landing pad. That would be really cool. 24-hour stream. Fuck it. Right. Have a wonderful... Oh my God, Shelby. Thank you so much for the 35 months, mate. How you doing, Shelby? You snuck in right at the end there. You thought I wasn't going to notice, didn't you, mate? How you doing? Thank you so much for the Prime, Shelby. Thank you so much for the Prime. I hope all is well with you and Deadeye. We just talked about a new emote over the last couple of days, Shelby. I need to get in touch with Deadeye once I've actually got an idea, which I haven't at the minute. I hope all's well with you both, mate. I really do. Nice to see you. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, finding that on Discord later this evening. You stay safe. Thank you very much for watching.